The first hands-on look at the Galaxy Z Fold 6 running One UI 8 might not be what fans were hoping for. While April has been a busy and exciting month for those following Samsung's software development, with early builds of One UI 8 based on Android 16 making their way to several flagship devices, the actual experience has been a bit of a letdown. Sammobile recently got access to the One UI 8 firmware for the Galaxy Z Fold 6, and unfortunately, it seems that there's still a lot of work left to do. The current version is incredibly bare bones, so much so that when Samsung finally starts rolling it out officially, there may not even be much to highlight in the changelog. Yes, it's that minimal at the moment. This isn't just the case with the Z Fold 6. The Galaxy S25 Ultra and the Z Flip 6, which also received early One UI 8 builds, suffer from the same issue. In fact, key features like the Now bar aren't even functioning yet, showing that the firmware is clearly in an early phase of development. So while it's always exciting to get an early glimpse into the next big Android update for Samsung devices, what we're seeing right now is more of a shell, a basic framework, rather than a fully fleshed out experience. It doesn't provide much insight into what Samsung's vision is for One UI 8 just yet. Samsung insiders have suggested that the official release of One UI 8 could arrive within the next 3 months, but judging by the state of the current firmware, that timeline may be a bit optimistic. It's quite possible that the company will need extra time to iron out bugs, add features, and polish the user experience before the update is ready for the general public. Still, not everything is bleak. There is at least one small but noticeable update worth mentioning: the redesigned weather app. This fresh look might not be a game changer, but it does add a bit of charm and visual appeal to One UI 8. The new weather app design continues Samsung's modern design language introduced with One UI 7.0. But now, it comes with a new animated element that adds a fun and personalized touch. In the new animation, a character walks from the right side of the screen to the center, dressed according to the current weather conditions. For example, if it's hot and sunny outside, the character is shown wearing summer clothes and a cap. When it's raining, they're wearing a raincoat or holding an umbrella. On colder days, the animation updates to show the person in warmer clothes. It's a simple, playful addition, but it makes the weather app feel more dynamic and engaging. Beyond this visual change, though, there's not much else new in the weather app. The layout, icons, and data shown remain mostly unchanged from what we've seen in One UI 7.0. It still shows hourly temperature, precipitation forecasts, UV indexed, sunrise and sunset times, pollen levels, and other basic details. So far, this is the only notable design tweak we've seen in the current build of One UI 8. It's clear that Samsung is still deep in the development phase, and many of the signature features expected in a major update have yet to be implemented. This slow rollout of new features is somewhat understandable. Samsung's One UI updates are known for bringing big visual and functional overhauls, but they also require a lot of optimization and testing, especially when you're dealing with foldable devices like the Z Fold 6, which come with unique screen ratios, multitasking features, and hardware-specific software enhancements. It's also important to remember that the Galaxy Z Fold 6 and Z Flip 6 are still unreleased devices, and just like their predecessors, they are likely to debut alongside the next-gen foldables. The Galaxy Z Flip 7 and Z Fold 7, which we exclusively reported will launch with Android 16 and One UI 8 pre-installed. Those are expected to go official in mid-2025. Until then, what we're seeing now is essentially a rough draft. Samsung is clearly laying the groundwork for what could be a solid update, but as of this moment, there just isn't much for users to get excited about. That said, we can expect more features and improvements to be added gradually in future beta builds. So, while One UI 8 on the Galaxy Z Fold 6 currently feels more like a placeholder than a proper upgrade, it's still early days. Samsung has several months to refine, enhance, and deliver the kind of polished experience that Galaxy fans have come to expect. Fingers crossed that they use that time wisely.